And honestly, it makes a lot of sense for AZK when you look at his competitive history. Of course, he has that big Counter-Strike background. Widow, you'd think would be a more natural fit. Obviously, these things aren't always that simple, but on face value, why not? That being said, looking at the rosters here, coming out from the Team Liquid side, we're going to have Dummy on the Junkrat, Dahang on Mercy, Mesrar on Reinhardt, AZK on the Widowmaker, V on Lucio, Durs on McCree. Meanwhile, looking at the offense coming out for Creation Esports, we're going to have Dracaeus on the Mercy, Bromos on Zarya, Numlocked on Reinhardt, Artier on the McCree, Nox on the Lucio, and Lynx rounding things out as the Pharah. We are getting right into it. Creation not wasting any time. Numlock's going deep in on to the Reinhardt, and a quick 3 kills for Creation. They weren't wasting any time. Lynx even has Pharah able to take out AZK, so AZK getting a little bit bamboozled there. And a very strong opening here from Creation.
It pretty much could not have gone worse for Team Liquid and better for Creation on the very first point. They win the team fight, I think 6 frags to 1. Now they have ult advantage, and they're gonna have 2 or 3 ults go into the streets of this phase. They're able to push up all the way into the spawn because now they get to cut players off in spawn. It's gonna be very hard for Liquid to set up defense on the streets, and they're already going into double McCree.
But they are going to double McCree, and double McCree we've seen a lot of as of late.
A lot. Like every
it's really good, especially with the stun change.
Yeah.
So both teams are poking back and forth here. The defense of Team Liquid trying to recover and stabilize a bit after just the absolute bum rush of an offense coming out from Creation. Creation, they looked good, and they're not stopping here. Artier able to take out AZK in that McCree v McCree duel. We do have Earthshot coming from Mesrar. 2 people down for each side. Resurrections going out on both sides. Who knows what's going to happen when the dust fades here, but Artier moving forward, able to take out AZK again. AZK having a rough game. Artier going forward, makes it a double kill. And Creation looking very strong, and this is NA servers too. I mean, Creation, of course, maybe they're a little bit used to it after earlier today, but still a very good look coming out from them.
I mean, it's only going to get worse in a little bit as Bromos is about to have his ult, Lynx has Barrage, and I expect the combo to come in right near as we go to the final checkpoint. They don't even need to use it now to get this checkpoint. They're going to have a great amount of ults going to this last point. Have a very quick time.
Yep, 8 minutes remaining here for this map, and a very, very quick time being set right now by Creation. They are looking amazing. Way better than earlier today. A 4 kill coming out of that Graviton. You called it, Slasher. Things going to get worse for Team Liquid before they get better. Creation absolutely rolling, just decimating the competition here. Mercy, one of the last ones to go down. Down goes Dahang. Dahang trying to do anything with the pistol there, but really, Creation Esports absolutely dominating early here on King's Row.
CP, it's even worse because Lynx still has his ult, and they could probably push the cart and use it to even camp spawn. They don't even need to use
a 4 kill. I mean, do they even need a barrage at this point? They just got another 4 kill off the Zarya and McCree play, so that is such a fast time on King's Row. My goodness.
I mean, if we could see the amount of total frags each of the teams got, I don't think Liquid got more than 5 or 6 kills the whole map. I mean, that's the issue that you run when trying to do Widow on defense here. Because it's very hard to control space. You pretty much have to hit all of your shots. And even if you get 1 or 2 kills of Widow on D, because of the respawn times and able to come back, it doesn't even matter. And that really, there's nothing that they can do.
2:47? Are you kidding me? That might be the quickest King's Row time I've ever seen, and I've casted a lot of Overwatch, Slasher. You've watched a lot of Overwatch. Have you seen a quicker time?
I mean,
I'm trying to remember. I mean, maybe it's happened.
It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So what is Liquid going to do here on offense? I mean, they've been kind of running the same standard offense here. We're going to have AZK or Dummy on Pharah, more than likely. Probably Durs, try to get some picks on Widow, and then the other person will play McCree, or they'll try to switch it up a little bit. They've been trying to do that here back and forth. Who's going to play what? It feels like still, and I mentioned this before, the Liquid seems kind of confused about what roles they each want to play or what characters they want to main, because they end up playing 1 or 2 guys will play AZK will play Pharah here, and Dummy will play Pharah on a different map, and it feels like there should be some more consistency in this lineup here.
Yeah, I do agree there, where you see from the best teams, they do have more defined roles where, they'll have your main roles and then maybe 1 or 2 off roles, and I agree, Team Liquid does seem a little bit all over the place there. And it can be rough, too, in terms of just, you think about basic FPS games and muscle memory. You switch off who's on Widow every time, you're probably not going to get anywhere near as good as a Widow performance. That's just how FPS games go.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Also,
Creation coming out with Double McCree, which, I mean, of course, they're known as Flat Earth. They've been doing Double McCree before Double McCree was cool. Before the new patch update that made McCree even better, they've been going Double McCree on payload maps and King of the Hill maps for, I would say, the last few weeks to a month now. I guess they are going to change at the last second.
Taking a look here, we will have a defensive Widowmaker coming out for Creation Esports. Looking at the full roster, it's going to be Dracaeus on the Mercy, Nox on the Lucio, Numlocked on Reinhardt, Lynx on the Widowmaker, Bromos on Junkrat, and Artier on the McCree. Meanwhile, looking at the offense coming out from the side of Team Liquid, it's going to be AZK on the McCree, Durs on a Pharah that's going to have to shoulder a huge load here, Dehang on Mercy, V on Lucio, Dummy on the Zarya, and Mesrar on the Reinhardt. And this is where Team Liquid, they have to move so fast. This needs to be a full team wipe or it's already GG.
Pretty much on Durs and Dehang to get things done right now. This has to be the Pharah Mercy combo. They have to do a lot of damage. They have to get in. They have to try to kill Dracaeus here and make him move.
Yep, they're moving in towards the back. They want to kill Lynx. They're getting on Lynx. Durs landing some shots, but no, Lynx is going to come out on top. Artier and Numlock striking blood as well. And Bro Pass with the exclamation point is Junkrat. And that might already be GG. The team kill sound is out. And Team Liquid definitely, I gotta say, Creation just, they're coming out so strong right now. I did not expect them to come out this strong. I mean, I know Team Liquid has had some troubles, but my goodness, Creation absolutely killing it.
Creation's been looking so strong. That's why, for me, Cloud9 is really above the competition. LG has a very strong case to make with the recent roster changes, but it feels like Liquid is still pretty behind.
Oh my god, Lynx going off, double shot on the Durs, takes him out. Artier on the AZK. Team Liquid trying to rush onto a point, getting the cap, but they're just getting killed in turn. Lynx takes out Dehang in the end. This is absolutely dirty coming out of Creation, and Liquid in a bit of a rough shape here. In fact, time-wise, I'd say it's pretty much already game. I mean, minute 30, I don't think you can get point A all the way to the end just mathematically.
Numlocked and Bromas have all, they could use them just to zone out Liquid at this point, and I think you're right. Even mathematically, it's over. But even with the ult advantage here, there is pretty much no way that Liquid will be able to win this next fight if they have any. That's what they have to do if they have any chance, and it's not happening.
Yep, Bromos will go down right away. I think he just killed himself with his own tire. That's why everyone's just laughing. But a big Earth Shower comes down from Numlocked, gets 4 people. And even though Resurrection's going to bring up some of the recently fallen, a very good team fight here for the defense. The offense, still a little bit of momentum after that Resurrection, but in the end, 52 seconds left. Not a lot of this really matters too much. Like, Liquid could take this now when they still have no chance of winning this game.
I mean, Dehang with a nice res. Because of that res, they were able to win that team fight, even though they were down on ults, even though after Bromos killed himself. But yeah, it's not going to matter. Complete domination on offense here from Creation.
Yep, and point A will go to Team Liquid, but again, it's not in time. A mere 25 seconds remains, and you know, this is where you wonder about time played over the day. I don't know if Team Liquid had any scrims and whatnot earlier today. We know Creation's been playing most of the day, and other events have been going on, so maybe this is where like being warmed up also like plays a pretty big role.
I mean, they get any excuses Liquid want to have, they can throw them all in the hat and put it. They're warmed up. They've been playing all day. Whatever. It's all good to them. 1:30 in the morning, 120 ping, no problem. 240 time on King's Row. So, do we have Dorado coming up next or Gibraltar?
I believe it's going to be the choice of Team Liquid here in either case. They did lose, so they get their choice of the remaining maps in the pool. This is best 2 out of 3 here in our tournament set, and we'll see where things go. Also, again, big shout-outs to Alienware for helping make this happen. Hopefully this is going to be a more regular thing. More tournaments for Overwatch, the better. Looking to have more action in the middle of the week. I mean, think about it, Slash. We had a point where we didn't have that much going on in the middle of the week. Now we have league play going on the week, midweek tournaments on the weekend. It's all coming together, and I mean, we haven't even hit release yet.
Yeah, no, I think it's been great. Viewership's been really good for these tournaments, for online tournaments, there's been no LAN event yet. It's still in closed beta, let alone the open beta. I think these events have been pretty successful at trying to showcase competitive Overwatch. There's a lot of things that this game needs, and these tournaments need to make this a better viewing experience. But I think it's been okay so far. And we're actually going to have Nepal as the next map. I didn't realize that was also one of the more recent ones. So we're going to see King of the Hill. I mean, this is
King of the Hill. I don't even know what to expect.
This was Liquid's pick.
Yes.
You know, this really feels like a mistake to me. I mean, we just saw Creation Esports do really well on King of the Hill, except against Reunited. And Reunited is the best team in Europe right now. So if you're comparing what they played against Reunited, then sure. But otherwise, they've been playing really well on King of the Hill. I feel like this is not the way to go for Liquid, and that we're going to see maybe even some shenanigans. I think Double McCree, we've seen obviously take over a lot of the King of the Hills. They like to run that, especially. They've mixed in Zarya and Winston. They usually have run one or the other on a lot of these. They haven't done the triple Winston, quadruple Zarya until the final few maps that we just saw. This seems to be the standard comp that they run. And Liquid, on the other hand, is gonna have to go double Tracer. AZK does have some experience on Tracer, but I really have to favor this to Creation.
Yeah, I definitely agree pretty much with all of that. And also, one thing I'm going to note here that really helps Creation is that they were running Double McCree before it was meta. Like, they were meta before the meta, so fighting them in a composition now where Double McCree is a big deal, kind of rough. That being said, we sort of have the NA variant of 222 going against Double McCree. Here we go. Nepal, round number 1. Things are being joined right now. Both teams fighting it out. Drakeus able to get in, takes out Durs. Down goes V. 2 quick kills for Creation, and these McCrees are going to feast off these Winstons. The kill feed filling up with McCree slaughter. And back to the drawing board is Liquid.
Again, another full team wipe. I don't think they got one frag the entire time. Look, if you're going to lose the first point and lose the first team fight, that's okay. But if you don't get 1 or 2 kills, that allows the other team... Wings already has ult. Drakeus is almost to sound barrier. They're going to have double sound barrier before Liquid does, and that makes things so difficult on the King of the Hill maps.
Definitely, and Team Liquid, I mean, they're going to have to dig deep if they want to reverse this here. I mean, Double Winston very good at getting in and disrupting. They are leaping in. Both Winstons are in on the point, but Lynx almost takes out Mesra. Mesra, though, not having any of it. Team Liquid now getting a kill. It's 5v5. They do have a chance here. They're moving forward. Both Winstons in decent shape, and while the Winstons are alive, there is hope. AZK and Durs going off on Tracer, and Team Liquid bringing this right back. And they're going to take control of this point and start progress of their own.
That is exactly what Liquid needed. Liquid needs AZK and Durs to go off and do a lot of damage, and really to hit their pulse bombs. Because those, you know, we've seen what they can do to change the entire course of a match, and especially these King of the Hills, 1 or 2 pulse bombs can win a big team fight, and that can allow your team to, you know, get the ult advantage.
Yep, but Winston's not wasting any time. Liquid being very aggressive. Pulse bomb sticks. Durs with the big pick off. Down goes Drakeus. Dummy able to get on Lynx. And now Creation getting manhandled a little bit here as Liquid hitting their stride. And they look like a different team when compared to what just happened on King's Road just a moment ago.
Yes, Liquid winning another big team fight. B is almost going to have his sound barrier, so is Nox. I expect the next team fight will probably see double sound barrier, and we'll have to see which team is able to control the point. Liquid being a little bit passive here. They want to make sure they control this and not push out.
Graviton Surge coming in. Bromos getting 2, 3 people in that black hole. 3, 4 kills coming out from Creation. Creation with a statement there. That is a full team wipe. There's the team wipe horn. And Bromos has to feel pretty happy about that ultimate usage there.
I mean, you really couldn't get much better from Creation than that. You know, that combo worked so well. Nothing was able to block McCree and the ult, and they were able to make that perfectly.
But they're moving in. AZK coming in, gets a double bomb. Team Liquid coming right back. They do have a sound barrier on them. That's going to give them a good bit of extra protection. 3 kills so far on this push. And this is why I like to see King of the Hill Slasher back and forth. Both teams brawling it out. And Team Liquid bringing this right back. So we have ourselves a game.
Yeah, this is really a back and forth game. They win the next team fight. That should put them in a good position. I would actually like to try to see them be a little bit more aggressive here. Not let them push through this left side, which looks like Creation's going to do once again.
Yep, so Durs right now does a pulse bomb, could be looking for some shenanigans here in a moment. The ultimates are stacking up on both sides. Promos has a Graviton Surge. Look out, World. He's not close enough yet, though, and maybe there's room for a pickoff. That being said, that high ground is pretty well protected up until the point where you want to go in. I mean, there's just natural cover all around. Promos has arrived. Graviton, oh my goodness. Deja vu here. Only gets 2 people in this. Lynx, though, getting 2 kills off of that. AZK striking right back on the Dracaeus. Hope not lost here for Team Liquid just yet. They're hanging in there. AZK looking for the pickoffs, but slowly Creation starting to will this in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult for Liquid to win that fight when Creation had double sound barrier. I mean, they were able to get through the first fight and still have some players left over, but after, you know, after Nox uses the second sound barrier, there's not much that Liquid can do other than try to run away and not die, and then they got caught out and they lost the point. So Liquid's going to have, I think, probably one final attempt here, win a team fight, and stop this round.
Yep, we do see the Winston leaping in. Liquid trying to make the most of it. They are leaping in. They're doing what they need to do here. Dummy able to take out Lynx, but Artier holding strong, gets the double kill. Bromos with the assist. This is 3 kills now for the side of Creation. Make it 4. Now on the verge of taking round number 1 here in Nepal and going that much closer to moving on in our winner's bracket.
Just Lucio remaining. He's not able to touch it, and it's going to go to Creation. So Liquid had, you know, I would say they were definitely leading the first half of that round. The Tracers were being very effective. They're doing a lot of damage. It doesn't seem like AZK and Durs were able to keep up the level of pulse bombs and kills that they were in the beginning of the game, and that allowed Lynx, Artier, and Bromos' ult to pretty much go to work every, you know, 1 or 2 team fights.
Yep, so right now we are moving into round 2 Nepal. Liquid needing to turn this back around their favor. I mean, they showed good signs of life here, so all hope is not lost. They did prove that their double Winston comp could compete against the double McCree. Really, a lot of this comes down to where arguably the comps might have different advantages against each other at different points. A lot of it comes down to just how are you playing it, in particular for Team Liquid, how their Tracers are doing. A lot riding on the backs of Durs and AZK here.
You're very right about that.
So AZK right now getting into the fray right away. Gets him poking, has to back out. Bromos able to take out AZK. Eats a, oh no, Bromos, I think he just sort of slipped off. I'm not sure that was a boop. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But either way, Bromos not on this mortal plane anymore. Both teams fighting over here in the middle. And it is really back and forth between both teams here. Dang, for TL in the back. AZK in the fray of things. And this is an absolutely crazy fight, but Team Liquid starting to turn this in their favor, and they might just get the first capture. And there it is.
Yeah, very nice plays by AZK and Veed on that point. They won the 2-on-2 battle against the other Winston and Lucio, and that's why they had first point.
And take a look here, AZK getting in on it. Really good stuff coming out from him, but look at the ultimate situation coming out here from the side of Creation here. Deadeye coming out from Lynx. Deadeye can absolutely stop these Tracers in their tracks. They have to run for cover. And then he can cancel and still keep 50% of his ult. So the Winstons are leaping in. Team Liquid being very, very aggressive here because they need to be. They need to keep this map in their favor. They're moving in. Both teams still at full HP. Sound barrier coming out for both sides here. Graviton Sergio going to grab a whole bunch of Liquid members here. Bromos takes out Dummy. Liquid lucky that Dummy's the only one going down there. Winston still going crazy. Mesrard going to go down. And Liquid slowly falling here to this Creation onslaught.
You know, that entire team fight was started by Lynx using his Deadeye and zoning out the entire Liquid team. Liquid was couldn't move, they had to stand there, and that allowed Creation to pretty much almost get the point. That forced Liquid to everyone to jump in because they couldn't let the point go, and that allowed Creation to win that team fight and then the point after.
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice stuff coming out from Creation. They're able to get on the board here, and now Liquid moving in, trying to turn this in their favor. Winstons are in. Artier having to back out a bit. Does have a Deadeye, though, that he can use to his advantage here in a moment. Both teams still at 6v6. Don't expect that to last for long. Here comes a Deadeye, and Artier with the value gets the double kill Deadeye. And this should let Creation just push Liquid all the way back.
You know, I gotta say, getting 50% of your Deadeye when you're able to zone out an entire team seems a little bit much to me.
My ultimate is charging.
Yeah, it can be pretty rough. I don't know. We will see. Looking forward here, Team Liquid not with the most amount of time left here. They have maybe 2 pushes left. They are in and on the way. Lock can be riding here on Durs. Durs gonna get the first pulse bomb. I think he needs to connect this to keep the hope alive. So here they go. They are moving in. Dura's looking for the pulse bomb. Does have it charged up. Both teams still at full strength. Bromouse, though, able to take out Mesra. That's one Winston down for Team Liquid. And Dura's going to get electrocuted. Doesn't get a pulse bomb out. And now for Team Liquid, oh no, not this again. Not like this.
Ooh. Well,
Oh man, this is happening a lot earlier in the day, but this is just our life on the servers at the moment. Numlock can't believe it.
it was certainly unexpected again, I have to say. I wasn't expecting it either right now. I was totally zoned into the game. So at least Blizzard is accurate in the update error message. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's some, I mean, it's unexpected. It's always unexpected.
I don't know what the rules are in terms of we're going to have to replay, but it really looked grim there for Liquid. Ever since that first team fight that Liquid was forced in to jump into the point, I don't think they got more than 1 or 2 kills the next 2. And because of that, Creation has, had way more ult advantage going into what would be probably the final fight to try to get on the point. And if not, they would.
So I think the only real fair way of doing this, since it was still close and was still, I agree. I think Creation probably had a bit of an edge there, but we're just gonna have to remake, get into that 3rd stage in Nepal, and then whoever wins that will win that map. It's junky. It's sort of what we've been dealing with all day across a wide variety of Overwatch-related shenanigans, but beta is beta.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, as I was saying earlier, I'm one that's I'm okay with this. It is a beta. Things are going to happen when you run tournaments during a beta of a game. I mean, expect anything, including the server to just die or send you to Brazil or Korea or whatever. That's going to happen sometimes, and then you just gotta work around it.
Yep, these things do happen. We will persevere. Thank you on the viewer side for being understanding. Of course, it's the players that are probably get the most frustrated over this. I know we feel a little bit of frustration in the caster end, but it's nothing weird. The players are mid-game and then it's just like, boop, you're kicked out. And really, just unfortunate timing. Overwatch usually behaving itself, but today just a whole slew of problems. It happens, though. And oftentimes, it's not even just Overwatch. For whatever reason, just as if the internet decides to collapse in on itself, the players will randomly have issues. So, I don't know. Either way, we are getting right back into it. This is, again, Creation versus Team Liquid. Team Liquid down 1 round here to Creation, and Creation looking to finish out Nepal with a bang.
And because we can't set the map, it'll just do a random.
Yeah, we're going to reset until we get that same indoor Sanctum stage. It's pretty quick to reset back and forth.
I mean, Liquid is winning. It feels like they're winning these initial skirmishes in the very beginning. The Tracer's able to do work more so than the McCree off the bat. But the McCree ults and what they've done on the Creation side has been much better utilized than AZK and Durs has with Pulse Bombs. They've been able to get 1 or 2 here. But Winx and our tier definitely feel like they got this King of the Hill thing down pretty well with Double McCree.
All right, here we go. We've had really good luck with this in the past in remaking for the right stage. Now watch this be where it takes 9 times to get the Sanctum stage. Or not. I mean, or you'll get in the second try.
Nice.
Our good luck cannot last here, okay? I mean, you guys might be thankful that we're getting this happy, 2 tries and we're in. Just wait. There's going to be a point where we're remaking and we're like on try number 12 before we actually get in. But, either way, I will be happy that we got back in and we have our redo happening here.
And both teams going to play honest, picking the same characters. None of that hero switching. That's good. I like that. You can't switch in a remake. You can't.
No.
Can't. I mean, I've seen it.
You could, but that would
Seen it
be
before. Kind of lame. I like teams that play it straight up. Whether it's League or Dota or fighting games, something crashes. Save an Overwatch. You pick what you picked before.
I know. Oh man. So take a look here. Nothing too much changing out of Team Liquid as we were just talking about. We have the 2 Tracers, the 2 Winstons, the 2 Lucios. As Chad has called it at times, we have the Twinstons, the 2 COs, and the Trey. But looking here at the offense coming out from Creation, 2 McCrees, 2 Lucios, a Winston and Azario, sort of the EU variant of things nowadays.
Yeah, Liquid's got to come out strong if they want to win this, and both teams just trying to play space right now. Kind of.
You often see this where on Sanctum. On Sanctum, teams tend to do like ring around the rosy here, just absolute craziness. Like, all right, well, we're just gonna, You know, keep dancing until finally someone goes down. AZK, though, starting to get some good poking. Winston's are in, takes out Drakeus, threads the needle. Artier, though, striking back, takes out Mesra, so down to Winston. Lynx coming back in a huge way. 2 kills for Lynx, making a triple kill. McCree going off, fans the hammer, and this will be first cap here for Creation.
I mean, Mesra is able to get the first kill there and make it a 6-on-5, but he has to jump in to all of them. I mean, you saw them go and ring around the rosy, but Creation was just letting Liquid come to them. They didn't initiate the fight. Liquid tried to initiate, they get 1, but as we see, they lose 4 or 5, and, you know, if they want to initiate, they're going to have to get more than 1 or 2 kills.
Yep, Lynx able to take out AZK. Again, Creation starting out strong. Without AZK, this is going to be rough. I mean, yeah, we talked about this a lot, where the heart of this 2-2-2 comp, NA style, comes on the back of Tracers. If you kill Tracers, oh no! Down goes Lynx. It's high noon, but did he get the boop alert as Winston knocks him off to his death? And Team Liquid's trying to turn this in their favor in the most hilarious of circumstances.
Huge plays. Huge plays. I mean, because we've seen how good their Deadeyes have been in getting 1 or 2 picks. This is a very big move from them to get to boot him off before that ult went off.
Not too shabby at all, and Team Liquid life in them yet off that Winston push. Winston using that strength. We do see the sound barrier coming out here from Team Liquid. Team Liquid going straight into it, but not only do they go straight into it, they go straight into a Graviton Surge. Will the sound barrier be enough? And no, Artier, the punish, the quad kill. Team Liquid going to lose control at this point in short order. Lucio's beat, not enough versus that, although AZK is able to take out McCree in the end, so AZK almost a triple kill. Good last effort for him, still not enough to prevent Creation getting the point back.
Yeah, but at least those kills are going to make it a little bit easier for Liquid to retake this, maybe right now.
Yeah, they're getting right in. Winston's not wasting any time. The sounds of Lucio being electrocuted filling the air. And Liquid getting right back in there, so AZK heroics not forgotten as Liquid going to take this back right after what was a very ugly-looking team wipe.
Yeah, but now we have Creation coming straight back with 3 big kills. It's going to force Liquid to use an ult. Mesra is going to have to get something done here, otherwise...
Mesra is trying to knock people into the pit. Didn't happen. AZK goes down in flames. Shot down by Artier. And Creation running right back. And this has been a great King of the Hill set. I mean, even if Liquid does lose 2-0, I mean, this has been really back and forth on both rounds.
I mean, AZK did get those 2 big kills. That allowed Liquid to get the point right there. But then, in that next fight, they don't even get 1. And now with the ult advantage going to Lynx and Artier, both have Deadeye, Drakeus has Sound Barrier, they should be able to win this next battle.
Yep. Durs going in, making things happen here. Looking for, you can look for a Pulse Bomb coming out. Does it stick? Yes, it does. Down goes Nox. But Lynx right there, the immediate punish. Lynx really punishing, makes it a double kill. Bromos on a double kill as well, and this is just going to work in favor of Creation. Now, this is panic time for Team Liquid. Team Liquid on the verge of being knocked into loser's bracket here. Numlocked with the double kill to finish things off, and now a mere 8% remains here for Creation. This is panic time. Team Liquid has to just keep rolling onto the point here. They can't get off for any reason. Overtime is in progress. Lynx and Artier, though, cleaning house. Numlocked and Nox with a little bit of extra attack, and there it is. Creation Esports going to move on.
I mean, a lot of that really is Lynx and Artier getting more done than AZK and Durs. I think Mesra played pretty well. I think Dummy maybe... I mean, Dummy is not used to play... I mean, he does play the second Winston as the flex position on some of the other payload maps, but he doesn't have a ton of Winston experience compared to what, you know, everything else that they play. It really did look like the Creation was better prepared on their tanks. We had Bromos being very effective the entire time. And really, Artier and Lynx were able to get more done on damage. Even for Liquid supports, Dehang has been playing a ton of Mercy and Zenyatta throughout most of the beta, but his Lucio, you know, he really hasn't done that nearly as much as other characters. So I think it's very difficult for Liquid to run these 2-2-2 because they are not quite used to playing it as much. A few of their players are not used to playing either Winston or the second Zarya or what's needed to be the second Tracer, etc. And we see some problems that they've had here. They won a few of those fights, but for the majority of these games, this is a pretty convincing win here by Creation.
Yeah, no, Creation, I mean, they look strong. I mean, they're a team that they've had their ups and downs, but right now, that was absolutely one of their ups and then some. So, props to them. And Team Liquid, of course, for those who are wondering, there is a losers bracket here. It's best of one. We will have a losers final. So anyone who gets knocked out early does have a chance at redemption. Team Liquid not necessarily out of this yet. And we do have some interesting news here. Reunited, I guess, had internet issues where 2 of their players were not able to play and use there. So Reunited might be out of it here earlier today. This has been one of those days. Unfortunate stuff for there, but not the worst of luck here for Creation as they move into the semifinals of the winners bracket. That being said, we're going to take a short break here as we figure out what we're bringing next. Very likely that could be Cloud9 versus LG. We're going to take some time to check up on the sets. We'll be back in about 6 minutes with an update. This is the Alienware Monthly Melee. Big shouts to Alienware for helping make this happen, and of course Curse for doing some organization as well. Both really helping the growth of Overwatch, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.